minimization of DFA. So we have to minimize the given DFA. So given DFA may be in any form. The given DFA may be any form. In the exam or in the problem, they may give the transition table or transition diagram, because these are the two methods how we can represent the DFA. So if transition diagram is given, it's okay, or if transition table is given, it's zero. So now we here in this problem statement they have given with the transition table. That is what your states and the input alphabet. This is what capital Q and this is what your sigma is. Now how to solve this type of problem? So minimization of DFA means what? In this DFA we are having the from Q0 to Q7 states. So total there are the 8 states in this problem statement. Can we have the same output, same result with the help of the less number of states? Because when we are reducing the states, the space complexity will be get reduced, the time complexity will be get reduced, because the transition will get reduced and the number of states will get reduced. Because when we are solving the problem, it may possible that it will initially we will solve with the big number of states. After that, we can reduce it. This is very important to reduce the time complexity and the space complexity of the problem statement. Now we'll start with the step 1. How to proceed? The basic logic behind this is we have to divide this states into the common groups. Into the common groups. So now how to divide it into the common groups? The first step, we say divide these states into the final state and into the non-final state. So we'll make a group of final states, group of non-final states. That will be the step 1. So if this problem statement is given, so we can have group. We can have the groups based on the final and non-final. So we'll take non-final Q0, Q1, Q2, Q4, Q5, Q6, Q7 in one group, and Q3 will be in another group. So we just divided these all states into final and non-final. This is what your first division. So we'll call this as a block 1 and this is called as a block 2. So now our task is to divide these groups, divide the states into the groups with the similar properties or the similar transitions, which shows the similar transitions. Now for getting the similar transition, we'll try with the all transitions. So now this group 2 is individual single, it cannot be divided further. So we'll take this group 1. Group 1, now we'll make step 2 is what? Make the zero transition, make this zero equivalence. This is what your groups making called as zero equivalence. Now what do you mean by zero equivalence? Here we are not considered any input. Just with the help of this final and non-final, we are dividing this group. That is called as zero equivalence. Now second step is checking with the one equivalence. One equivalence means what? One input. One alphabet as an input. So once equivalence, we start with the input 0. We start with the input 0. So we'll check with del with Q0 with input 0. Del of Q1 with input 0. Del of Q2 with input 0. Del of Q4 with input 0. Del of Q5 with input 0. Del of Q6 with input 0. And del of Q7 with input 0. Okay. So with input 0, I am checking the transition of all the states from this group 1. So if we check this transition, Q0 with 0, Q0 with 0 input, it is going to Q1. Q1 with 0, Q1 with 0, it is going to Q0. Q2 with 0, it is going to Q3. Q4 with 0, Q3. Q5 with 0, Q6. Q6 with 0, Q5. And Q7 with 0, Q6. Q6. So this is what your transitions are. Now we have to check these states, output states. So they belong to which block? Because we have divided this into two blocks, 1 and 2. So this Q1 belongs to block 1. Q1 state belongs to block 1. Q0 belongs to block 1. Q3 belongs to block 2. Q3 belongs to block 2. Q6 belongs to block 1. Q5 block 1. Q6 block 1. Okay. So now so here by observing this, we'll come to know that these two transitions are going to second group. These two transitions are going to another group. So these two states I can differentiate from this whole because these two are showing the separate property. These two are separate property, showing the separate property. Okay. So this is with the 0 input. Now we check with the 1 input. Same all these transitions. Del of Q0 with 1, del of Q1 with 1, del of Q2 with 1, del of Q4 with 1, del of Q5 with 1, del of Q6 with 1, del of Q7 with 1. Okay. So Q0 with 1, Q0. Q0. Q1 with 1, Q2. Q2 with 1, Q1. Q4 with 1, Q5. Q5 with 1, Q4. Q6 with 1, Q6. Q7 with 1, Q3. Q3. Okay. Again, we observe Q0 belongs to block 1, Q2 belongs to block 1, Q1 belongs to block 1, Q5 belongs to block 1, Q block 1, block 1, and this is belong to block 2. So now we can separate it. So with the 0 input from this state, from this states, group of states, we just we have to write. Okay. Step 2. So this whole group, with the help of the input 0, we can separate out it with the Q4 and Q5. Sorry, Q2 and Q4. We'll make Q2 and Q4 as a separate. So the remaining will be Q0, Q1, Q5, Q6, and Q7. Okay. So with the help of the 0 input transition, we are separating these two, Q2 and Q4, because they are showing the different properties. They are going to different blocks. Now with the 1 input, this Q7 is showing different property. So from this will remain same. From this Q7, Q0, Q1, Q5, Q6 will be one group and Q7 will be another group. And this Q3 is the final state. So in a 1 equivalence with the 0 input, this group is separated from this whole group, and for with input 1, it is divided get into the Q7.